Well, hello, people. It's a bit different this week. I'm going to be possibly on my own. No one else is able to join me today. That's what happens when we do it at this sort of festive time. And I know also because of daylight saving time and stuff like that, the time in Australia is very odd, so it's hard for them to join in as well. But if you're new here, I'm Daniel from Devil and Sons Guitars. I do this live stream once a week with some other guitar builders from around the world. Quite often we've got some people in America joining us, hence why I do it at 10 p.m. GMT. 10 p.m. in the UK. It's 4 p.m. Sorry, for the people I do it with who are based in Texas. And then sometimes we can get some of the Australians in. It's 7 a.m. for them. But with daylight savings time, it might be 5 a.m. Crazy. Anyway, I wanted to talk about something a bit different. Normally we talk about guitar building, everything like that. But a lot of us who come on this show, as well as guitar builders, have YouTube channels as well. And something happened over the last couple of weeks when I haven't really been working in my workshop, really been doing any guitar stuff because it's Christmas. Instead, I have been thinking about what to do with my YouTube channel going forwards. So this is the Guitar Builders Collectors channel you're on. I have my own Devil and Sons Guitars channel. And I'm going to show you some of the shorts I recently made. Basically, I discovered that when I go into YouTube shorts, I can create a YouTube short using AI. And I thought this is the perfect chance for me to make the sort of brain rot slop that my daughters watch on YouTube. But they don't watch guitar building. They watch things with animals that kind of come out of an egg, and then maybe a puppy will come out of it, but the puppy will be made of crystals, or maybe it will be made of honey, or maybe it'll be someone's going to go and lie on a bed, but the bed's made of baked beans and they sink in it, and it's just absolute nonsense. But they just watch so much of it, and I thought, yeah, I can do this. I can do it on YouTube. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've made, the 5 I've made. Then I'm going to show you how I do it. It's really straightforward. I don't think it's very good, but I'd like your opinion on it. Hi, Alan. Unfortunately, I can't actually demonstrate it live. What I've done is I made a video of me. I did a screen recording for my phone, and the reason I can't demonstrate it live is this feature only works at the moment on phones. I can't get it to work on my desktop. There's no option for it there. And on my phone, although I can live stream to the software I'm using, I can't screen share from my phone. So let me show you first of all the videos that I've already uploaded. I'll show you 4 of them. I don't think I'm going to make any more. And the reason I'm probably not going to make any more, apart from the one that I'm uploading today to show you, is they're a bit rubbish. Maybe it's just me learning how to do it, but what immediately happened is I had more people commenting on these videos than I often do on my shorts when they first upload. And those comments were all, stop doing AI and go back to your normal shorts. We prefer those. So I'm going to do that. What I should say is most of my shorts don't get many views straight away. A good short for me gets somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 views in the first day. Most of them get a bit less than that, and then a lot of them are just slow burns because of the title and the tips they have in them. Tips about setting up your guitars, fixing your guitars, how to build or paint guitars. People do searches for those, and then they begin to sort of snowball. So over time they really build up until they've had, some of them, hundreds of thousands of views. Right, let me share my screen. I said that I wanted to be sort of inspired by that, what I'm going to call brain rot, that my kids watch. Let's do this window here. Oh, no, sorry, done it wrong, because I need to do it with the sound on. Sorry, people. Oh, well, we've I'm trying to do it all on one screen. It's a bit awkward. Hold on. Yeah, you normally have double screens here to make it easier. So I'm going to try that again. I'm going to screen share. But this time I want to put the sound on, because it's really important that you'll be able to hear what's going on in these videos and how the YouTube AI does it. So here's the first one I made. The first one I made, I just basically asked YouTube to make me a video of someone making a guitar directly from a tree. What a load of rubbish. But it was a good attempt. Now, what I'll tell you about this is how it works is YouTube doesn't automatically make videos. what it does is, as I'll show you in a moment, you give it a prompt and it makes an image, and then it makes a video from the image. So you've got control over how you can prompt it for the image, but not over how it animates the image that it produces. Like here I said, make a guitar out of spaghetti. I mean, I don't know what what's the sound? Is it possibly it's like a pizza bass, but clearly this isn't a full-size guitar, so not very helpful. Here's another one. I asked it to make it out of jelly. Kind of like the chip drips, but obviously not a functional looking guitar. What I learned is how to phrase what I was asking AI to do. So I'll show you that in a minute, how I did it. This is my favorite one. It's making guitar out of flowers. And one of the reasons my favorite is the sound that goes with it.
There, I think it's done. Just need to give it a little wipe.
Like what? Why do you need to wipe it? And look, the wipe just appears stuck to his hand. Look.
Just need to give it a little wipe.
Yeah. Just need to give it a little wipe. It looks quite cool though, the guitar.
I think it's done.
It looks like something I might try and make. Anyway, oh, here's another one. I accidentally labeled this one as day 4 again, but let's try this one. Making guitar out of sponges. So I did some pretty dramatic music to this one. Yeah, not really what I was hoping for. So I'm going to walk you through the process. So on my phone, as I said, I can't do it on my desktop, and I can't live screen share my phone. So I've recorded myself doing this on my phone. On my phone, you go to upload a short. So it thinks you're uploading. You click upload, and then you get a choice to go through the files that you've got on your phone or create a video. And that's what I've done here, create video. So let's play this, and I'll talk over it while it happens. So it asks you to enter a prompt. And what I've learned from those 4 or 5 little experiments I did is I need to say what's going on exactly. So a luthier building a guitar in their workshop. Otherwise you get that street behind you. And you get these choices at the bottom. You can see vintage, anime, clay. There's other things there, but I just went for the vintage. So this is just set up luthier building guitar in their workshop. It generates you 4 images, and you can try again and produce another 4. But then once if you're happy with one of those images, you can then animate it. So here we go. I'm going to have this guitar made from baked beans, because like I said, I'm trying to do that ridiculous brain rot rubbish. And yeah, it produced 4 images for me. What I've noticed is I've done it a few times, and sometimes it crashes at this point when it tries to produce the images. Now, these basically all look like guitars with beans stuck on them. But I picked that one image. I've asked it to generate a video, create a video from that image. So it's sort of ignoring the prompts that I'd given it, because those prompts were used to make the image. Now the video is extrapolating from the image. So anything I put in those prompts doesn't necessarily feed through to how the video is generated, which is different if you're using other software to generate with AI. But you can see it's pretty quick. And it's got some sounds which sort of go, but they don't quite sound real. Yeah, not really very sensible, because when I wanted baked beans, I wanted something messy and sloppy, and I wanted the beans to be dripping around like that jelly one I showed you. So I added a bit more to the prompts. Alan says in the chat, I saw these on my timeline, didn't even notice they were you, and I skipped over them. I'm glad you did. I mean, it was just I couldn't sleep at night. I was doing it. So I've put, it's really messy. There's tomato sauce everywhere. And oh no, my video is actually frozen. Oh no, it's generating. So what I like here, I'll show you what happened. I clicked on one of the photos. And you can see it's like baked beans splashed all over the background. What's going on? Like a baked bean murder scene. But I quite like this one at the bottom. Seemed to be the better one. So I generated the image of it, video of it. So I've got a weird relationship with shorts. When shorts first started, I started putting shorts up regularly. And then I went a bit mad, and I put 3 up a day, every day for a year. And the views on my YouTube channel, my subscribers went up, the number of viewers went up, but the number of views on my actual main videos started to plummet, and I didn't really recover very well from that. So when I put a new video up now, don't get anywhere near the sort of views I used to get. Did you see that? She just sort of looks off into the distance. I don't really know what's going on there. So yeah, I went back to create a different video from it. So you never have to settle. With the images it produces, you can ask it to produce more, or you can go back and change your prompt. Once you've picked an image, you can ask it to generate a video. If you don't like the video it's generated, you can ask it to generate another video. And then, as you'll see in a moment, when it gets to actually uploading it to a short, you get to do all the normal things you do to shorts, like put text over the top or change the sound. I mean, there was a sort of a sound of a baked bean, but then the weird sound when she wiped her head. I don't know really what was going on there. Anyway, look, if you're new here and this is useful because you're interested in knowing how YouTube AI works, let me know in the comments. I put this out to the luthier is using a spoon to build their guitar. I had to put that in there. I put a call out to a WhatsApp group that I'm part of YouTube creators. Mainly, they seem to be creators that do guitar content, but mainly pedal building content. And some of them were pretty successful. And I was asking them about how they use AI, and none of them use AI like this. They all think it's rubbish. But quite a few of them use AI to make shorts from their videos by using AI to rip the short and then to get rid of like any gaps in speech to make it all really flow really quickly, no hesitation, no pausing, text over the top, and make it look more dynamic. And the AI works really well for them. And one person in particular said that they credit AI producing shorts for the massive increase in subscribers they've got in their YouTube channel over the last year. Remember, that happened to me when I made those shorts. I made those shorts using Opus Clip, an AI thing. What's he doing with the spoon? Why is there baked beans all over his face? I quite like that he scooped up some baked beans and there's baked beans on his face. So I decided I would turn it into a short. And this is what happens on your phone when you make a short. It allows you to do different things. Like you can add another video to the end because this was only 15 seconds long. YouTube shoots can be 3 minutes long, so you can add more videos. Then you can pick to add sound as well to it. Here I've picked just carry on with that one and add some text. It's really cold. I'm doing this just before the stream in my workshop. It's really bloody cold in here, and I was struggling typing. I'm struggling talking now. It's so cold. I put my heater on before I came in, but it needs to be on for a good few hours and maybe at a higher temperature to warm up in here. I'm dreading working in here next week. It'll be gloves and hat on, I think, the whole time. Anyway, so this is the normal short stuff. I've left a link in the video description to the actual short, so you don't have to watch that now. So you don't have to watch me do all this now. But that's basically how it works. Yeah, I mean, I'd be keen to know if any of you... Oh, look at that baked beans. I'd be keen to know if any of you actually have had experience of this and thought it was good. If you watch all the videos of people talking about how to make successful YouTube channels, it's often a balance between the shorts and the long form videos. My shorts were often, the ones that do well anyway, are often little snippets of my how-to videos. And I've managed to find the right bit from that video that in 30 seconds explains something that's really useful. And then I can link it back to the main video. But sometimes that's all you need, that short. So I think a lot of my viewers have come across a short that's helped them and subscribed, but then haven't really needed to watch the rest of my content, which is fair enough. It's a bit of a shame, but that's just maybe my lack of knowledge of how YouTube works properly. But hopefully knowing how those AIs work will put you off doing them. I'm going to keep going back to them every now and then because I've got this vague hope that they will one day either get much better or I'll be much more able to use it because I'll have developed a better approach, better prompts, understood what I'm doing more. Oh, that's interesting. Barry's saying, I find shorts from long videos that I've already seen very annoying. You think it's a new video and you think, oh, I've seen this. I know that a lot of the people that put the shorts up put them up before their video comes out or as the video comes out to link across to their current video, which seems a very sensible way to do it. And then with those shorts, they tend to also be on Instagram, etc. So I would be watching, I look at Instagram much more than YouTube. I'll see a short on or reel on Instagram and think, I'll go over to YouTube and watch that video. Yeah, I don't know though if that works for me. I made loads of shorts of the Guitar Builders Collective of our past episodes and put those up, and that didn't really go anywhere. I don't think they were as useful. I enjoyed them because there'd be like a 30-second snippet of someone telling you a really great anecdote about a guitar they built, or talking about a tool or a process they've done. But I don't think it really led back to the long form videos, because those long form interviews, which there's an archive linked in the description for this video, those long form interviews tend to be an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours long. We get a guitar builder, a pedal builder, an amp builder, guitar teacher, guitar player on, and go in depth talking to them about guitars, about their experiences. And that doesn't necessarily relate to shorts. People don't really, they're so extremely different. I don't think people wanted both. But yeah, Opus Clip was a really great program that I used. I had a yearly subscription to pull all those shorts out. I put a lot of time into it. I don't think it really worked out, as I said, but Opus Clip has changed since I started doing it. It's even better now. I've not got any affiliate links or anything, but maybe it's worth trying it out. So look, what I'll say here is it was a nice short one tonight. Fortunately, it was just me. I hope you don't mind. We're going to be back next week, every Monday. We're going to stick to the 10 p.m. UK time, because I've talked to some of the Australians about moving it around, and we thought just stick with consistency. It's much better. If you are watching and you've watched before and you're interested in what we do, and you make guitars or pedals or something like that, and you want to join in with the chat, send me a message. This is very laid back. The long form videos that we did that I mentioned in the archive before, they were there as kind of in-depth interviews. That archive, I think, is a resource for people that are really into guitar building. But these weekly live streams, they're just here for a chance to catch up and share, have a conversation with other guitar builders, with other people interested in guitar building, and with other people just interested in building in general. I want it to be laid back. I want it to be informal. It'd be great if in 2026 we can get some new faces on as well. Okay, I'm going to say goodbye there. I will say, yeah, see you next year. Happy strumming.